What up, everybody? Happy Friday. It's a good day. And since I had time today, I figured a lot of women have a lot to say about, well, I won't say women, hyenas and trolls have a lot to say about my opinions. So I'm taking this time and opportunity again, because I've done this before and nobody has really shown up to have this conversation. But once again, here I am inviting all of the royalty mites, minions, trolls, and supporters. What's up, Ashley? To let me know, what am I saying wrong about royalty? And Ashley, we all know that they ain't gonna really have much to say because that's how they get down. But I like to always give the opportunity. What's up, Tori? For them to let me know something. Because all I've been seeing is them saying she's never talking about CJ. She always talks about royalty. She never says anything about CJ. And my question to them is, what is me saying anything about CJ going to change the fact that she needs to get it together? Half of YouTube could be talking bad about CJ, but at the end of the day, she's still going to have to do what? Fix her stuff. So I'm inviting. And Ashley, please get rid of the troll. If they just gonna come in here and troll because they want attention, I don't have time to address mommy and daddy issues. But so you can boot them out. But the ones that's actually willing to have a conversation without sign language, they're more than welcome to come. They are more than welcome to come. I think too, like just like when I addressed me and Dez's stalker, she got a lot of bullshit going on in her life right now. Like a lot. Like a whole lot. Like you would think it's Mercury retrograde, how her shit is turned upside down. And I be saying people be mad at their lives and the situation that's going on with them. And they will come online. Although he shouldn't have said anything, I'm glad he cleared it up about that. Yeah, true. That's true. He did clear it up. He did clear it up. And it's funny because Des called it out. And to me, that's a little messy. That's a little messy. You saying you had a scare and there was urgent care. And that's what that water sign shit, y'all know. You can say something to somebody without saying it, but you can say enough to get them to thinking and going and having their mind wander off to where you want. It's a manipulation tactic. It's water sign shit. It's water sign shit. Like I don't have to say it without me knowing that somebody is gonna go take it, run with it, and do all it in seconds. People was talking about Day was in the ER, something was wrong with Day, and I'm like, why didn't anybody think that in the video you heard her laughing, you heard her talking to him, she said herself that they had a good time. So what's going on? No, for real, Tori. Seriously. Seriously. That's just like when I made the video on Erica Mena, just fighting for your life to prove that this man is bad. And it's not necessary. It's not necessary. Everybody know that Safari it ain't worth two dead flies smashed, but it's not gonna change the fact that everyone insinuating that it's from Lexi Dog, but she already had an irritation when he first got them. And how do they know that they're allergic to dogs? Like, Was there a test done? Did they go to the doctor? I thought they said royalty didn't take them to the doctor. And when your kids are allergic to things, you're supposed to have certain things in place on standby so they can fight the allergies off. If depending on the severity, a EpiPen or a Benadryl, whatever it is, you're supposed to have that type of stuff on standby. Girl, I know they not coming. They do this. I do this like every other week, and they don't ever show up. It's so sad. Cause she went after Safari. And the thing is with Erica Mena, like I said in the video, she didn't get along with anybody. She couldn't even make it last with Sin Santana, which was a woman. Now, if you can't get along with a woman or a man, what else is there left for you to be with? He said it, and her mom got a dog. Mm. I think I seen that dog at CJ house that one time when they made that video. He don't be there like that. But I mean, I guess how they irritated from a dog and they were raised around two pit bulls. You know what? I don't know. I know allergies develop later on too. So I'll say that they do develop later because my son didn't start getting allergic to seafood till he was about like 10 or 11. And then he started developing allergies over it. It just randomly happened one night. And he's like, oh, snap. So I will say that. But at the end of the day, you being messy by stating things like the baby's going to urgent care and doing all that shit. Her mom's dog's always around them when she's there. They were there last week too, right? Was the dog there? Who mom? Royalty mama? I need some clarification, people. She said nothing being raised by two pit bulls. Here's the thing though. It's not even a part of it was an allergy reaction. It's not really none of that. What was the point of all of that? Charlene came up with a diagnosis because she know Lexi has a dog and it's just her way of control something. I mean, but that it's not really control because that's like a 5-minute doctor visit. And if it's yeah, it's definitely allergy season, child. Um, that's a quick doctor's visit, and if the doctor writes that they're not allergic to dogs, I mean, how much control is it? And this is what I be saying, like, what? Let it go. What's up, Miss Creole? Let it go. Here it is. We going. First of all, June is around the corner. Okay, June is around the corner, and right after June, it's gonna be July. Next thing you know, they're gonna be in the court, and she still not doing her. Everything is still attached to the energy of CJ. And when I say this shit, people be looking at me like I done lost my damn marbles. Like, I don't understand the point of that. Okay, at this point. But even if the dog from Lexi was what I don't think, why is it a big deal? I mean, being allergic to something more than 1,000. Right. That's my point. Well, I don't understand the whole idea and purpose of all of that. And I don't I don't know how anybody would get scared over an eye irritation. Maybe I'm just not that kind of mom, but I don't know. After 5 kids, you kind of know what's up. You know what I'm saying? Like you, like when you had your first baby. I remember when I had my oldest son. Okay, if my son sneezed, I'd be at the hospital. Okay, but that's baby number one. After baby number five, you kind of know what you're dealing with at that point, right? After the second baby, like the first baby, that's the first one y'all go through the hardships with, the ride or die. That's the one that you go through everything with. All the shit you didn't know, they teach you, right? Then the second kid come, you like, okay, I think I got a handle of this. You know what I'm saying? I got the second kid. I deal with this with the first kid. I know how to maneuver through that. I know how to do that. Then by the time you get to third, fourth, and fifth, this should already be just like rock, like you mastered it at this point. So why would an eye irritation scare you at urgent care? That y'all gonna have to make this make sense to me. People get mad when they don't want to hear the truth. Are they real? Because if you tell them the truth, that means they have to correct their shit, and they don't want to correct it. It's better for me to say it's your fault than acknowledge that it's mine. Hold on, y'all. I forgot to post the link. I pinned it this time. I knew you'd be so proud of me. I pinned it. I knew you'd be so proud. Hold on, y'all. Let me check my DoorDash order. The heck? My bad, y'all. I had to do something with my DoorDash order. She knew what she was doing. She's talking about I don't want drama, but why would you say that? That's the point I'm trying to make. For somebody who doesn't want drama, You continuously throw things out there for people to talk about. You know what? You know what though, Nay? It the beginning it will come to an end. Because after a while, when you start doing nuisance stuff and you build up a strong enough a case against yourself, and then you make it difficult for a person to co-parent with you because of the things that you do, eh, that'll be put to an end. I'm telling you. That's why they want him to post videos. They want him to post videos so they can talk about him. They're running out of content. She tried to destroy him. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Instead of trying to destroy somebody else, why not build yourself up? Royalty could have said it was an eye infection. Right. It's a hot mess, y'all. What's up, Speak on It? What's up, Richard? You know what? Y'all hilarious. What up, PJ? What's up, Chatty? I'm just shocked this is how she really is. Hopefully this phase for her and get a grip. Um, you know what? I'm not surprised that this was her, to be honest with you. I'm not surprised because the only thing I could say I'm shocked about is, well, I can't even say that because look how her mama behaves. When you don't see men around, that makes you question why they not. Whose fault is it? And I'm not like there's nobody. I seen maybe one or two uncles, and Van just now came around. Like where was he at before? I can't really say I'm surprised. I know when money plays into the factor or into the equation, women do some real strange things. They do something strange for a piece of change. Okay? And I think her ego was really hurt because in her mind she felt like could nobody take her throne, and it was really never her throne to begin with, especially if you felt like he was cheating on you before. Well, you know what? What up, PJ?
Hey, what it do? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
All right, let me put on my earphones so you don't hear no feedback. What's going on?
What's up? Well, I'm just waiting for the detractors and people who say that I'm wrong about what I say about royalty.
Hmm.
I'm still waiting.
Unroyalty.
What? She don't have any women smart around her. She got people who think based off of emotions. Women think with their emotions they can win. That is not the case. Just like y'all heard me say in all of my lives and my videos, either he gonna get joint custody or he gonna get visitation, but either way he gonna see them kids. Here we are
Yeah.
now, fast forward, temporary court order for joint custody. Now, so far, it hasn't been too much drama on CJ's end, and it's been going well for the children, so it may be easier for the judge to make that permanent. Oh, well, joint custody seemed like it's been working, so we just gonna keep it like that.
Yeah. I think they'll try to modify it for like summer visitations schedules because people want to travel, people want to enjoy a lot of different times with their kids, and I think they'll do something with the holidays to where they might split Christmas as a day or switch back and forth. Um,
And CJ can advocate that she doesn't celebrate holidays, and
oh
she
yeah,
stated it herself, so
yeah,
tough cookie.
he get every Christmas.
She says she don't celebrate holidays. Yeah, get them likes up, y'all. If you don't celebrate holidays, there's really no point of them being there. And CJ stated clearly that he celebrates holidays. So if he celebrates holidays and he wants the kids to enjoy holidays, I mean, what you put out there is what you put out there. PJ,
Yeah.
speak on and want you to re-explain the Rico situation.
Okay. Well, the him going to jail. So there's a possibility that Rico
PJ, we can't hear you if you're talking. Hello? Can y'all hear PJ? Okay. Well, press 2 if y'all can hear PJ. Press 1 if y'all can't hear PJ. Okay. Okay, because I thought I was tripping. Well, anyway, like I was. Oh, here we go. PJ, you there? Six. Not he cut off his Wi-Fi. Y'all get on my nerves. No, for real. But like I was saying, if she don't celebrate holidays, then that's even more reason on
uh,
why he should get the kids during the holidays. We hear you now, PJ.
my bad. My somebody cut my Wi-Fi. Looking at my whole damn browser closed down. Uh, so I had to get on my phone. Anyway,
Okay.
my Wi-Fi tripping anyway. I was uploading a video, but speaking on the Rico situation, I'm gonna get this out real quick. I ain't gonna be long with it. All right, so he got indicted. Well, he caught this case last year. So the DA has 2 years to file charges. So just because the DA did not pursue those charges immediately, pretty much just dropped the case. He still had that ongoing case over his head. So his bonds person or his lawyer probably was made aware that he was going to be indicted. So as they were putting out the warrant, he knew he could go, and his lawyer could go to the judge, and he could do a walkthrough. What a walkthrough is if you have a warrant and a judge gives you an OR bond, or you pay your bond prior to going to actually jail, you just go in, get fingerprinted, take a new mug shot, and then you're out of there. So I believe that's probably what happened. I'm not 100% sure, but if that is not the case, then he still has an active warrant, and anybody who has a computer can probably look up and see if he has an active warrant. But that's what indicted means, that he's, they're going to pursue charges. And I think, I said this in my live. I didn't put my live up yet because I'm waiting to do some stuff with the monetization and stuff like that. But it'll be up. But I explained that. Uh, damn, what was my point? Um, Rico. Oh man, I forgot my point. But
Well, I
anyway,
did see a screenshot of something on the news saying that the DA didn't have enough evidence to prosecute at that time. So if the grand jury looked at the evidence and went over the evidence and saw that it was enough to convict, they're probably going to go out, because they're basically not convict, but to go to trial. They probably saw enough information to be able to go to trial.
yeah.
And with his continuous behavior of how he's been displaying
hmm
violence, that's not going to benefit him either.
hmm Oh, also, what I wanted to say is that I believe because he did this at a casino, they are pressing the issue. So if this had been just like at a convenience store or something like that, you know, there still could be charges, but they probably wouldn't have picked him up. But seeing that this happened to a casino employee, I believe that they are pressing the issue, and that is why these charges are being filed. And they don't want people like superstars, NFL players, whoever, treating their staff as he did.
And you don't never know who owns that casino company, how much pull they have. You don't know who you affecting or pissing off. You can't be pissing off these people with money, because whatever
Mm-hmm.
money you got, they got old money. And the lawyers can only do so much with what you got. Just saying. He don't know who he made mad. And the NFL, him getting back to the NFL at this point is done. Because his name is continuously getting tarnished.
Also, the fact that he did that online social media post, talking noise and pointing the gun, that will be shown. That will. I don't know if they'll show it in court, but I know they'll be using it. I know they don't like to use people's past behaviors on current cases, but I don't. He's not a victim, so they might use his past behaviors against him because he's not a victim.
They always, what they do in court, and I've seen this happen to so many people, like so many people who are just doing the wrong stuff. They'll let a person continuously build up a case and build up case after case after case, and then when they stand in front of the judge, they will pull out all of the stuff that they did just to tag them.
Mm-hmm.
They'll let you. That's just like, when people be stealing in Target and Walmart, they let it build up until they have enough to convict you on. And he's shown multiple instances of violence, allegedly. If you look
It,
at even with him making the little insinuations of threats to CJ, like if he stated that he went inside CJ's box and he told CJ, if you want to get down, we can get down. And that's an act of violence. Get down and do what? So it's displaying that whatever type of situation you're going through, you haven't changed. You haven't changed from the first arrest or the first time you got pulled over from the police. You're displaying the same behavior.
yeah, and I don't think any I don't think he'll do any prison time. I don't think that probation. There's a great possibility of that. Maybe 60 days in jail, possibility. I don't think he'll get any prison time because he's a first time. I don't think he has any felonies. So that is a plus for him that he won't go to jail. But you become a felon, and they are happy to make a black man a felon.
Right. And if the grand jury is involved, they don't just waste time. They got something.
Yeah. So they had to take it to a grand jury and let them decide if there's enough sufficient evidence to prosecute. And that's what they mean by being indicted by a grand jury. I'm not a lawyer, but I have been to court a few times. You know what I'm
Uh-uh.
saying? I mean, hey, look at my cases. Like I have some violent cases, and I got 7 felonies. You know what I'm saying? And like they did let them build up. Like I got assault with a dangerous weapon while I was at school. It was a fight. I actually hit a person with a cup of ice. That was the dangerous weapon, but I beat them up, and they gave me a felony for that. At 18, but I was still in high school. It was an incident at school. Then I got into another fight outside of school. That was they put me. They gave me another felony and gave me 5 years probation. Okay. Then I got in trouble in Oklahoma City, and then for possession of marijuana with intent to distribute. And I got in trouble in Moore or Cleveland County, Norman, again for possession with intent to distribute. They accelerated my probation from a deferment to suspended. What suspended means a deferment means after 5 years it's gonna fall off your record. Suspended means it's gonna forever stay with you unless you get it expunged. but it's gonna be hard to get it suspended sentence expunged. So then,
Okay.
after I got into all the gun stuff and the domestic violence and all the other stuff that happened, and like this happened over a summer, I was wilding out, like taking, shooting at people, fighting people, um, just all type of stuff. And they really wanted to get me for selling drugs, but they couldn't. So, they let my trouble with the fights and the shootings and stuff. They let all that. They got me on all that. They tried to get me with burglary. They tried to get me with
Yeah, they try
manslaughter,
to
like
tag
that.
you with everything. They try to
Hmm.
tag you with as much as you got. So if he don't have enough pull to get out of that, they gonna keep adding them charges up.
Yep.
They gonna come back to bite them. Period. That's just what happens when you get tangled in that web.
And let me tell you, anything that you put on the internet can be used against you, and they can still bring up charges because it's called it's a charge for doing stuff like this on the internet, like making threats and stuff on the internet. That's a charge they can hit you with. Most DAs don't like to go for it because it's not. I mean, the most they could probably give you is probation for it. So they just wait for you to do other stuff, and then they slap that with you because it just builds on
Yeah.
to.
And
Yeah.
most of the time when that type of stuff happens, not everybody, but some people um get a big head about it and continue that path. Like, I didn't got out of it, and then they they let them hang themselves. I've seen that happen too.
Yeah, that's what happened to me. I hung myself. I did it myself though. He did.
Hmm.
It took me a while to take accountability for it, and so I don't think that he really understands the seriousness of it, and I don't think he'll take accountability for his actions just yet because he continues to display the same stuff. Him and John Morant are going to be this one and the two first round draft
Man.
picks, names of the NFL, names of the NBA, and they're
Mm,
throwing their lives away trying to be cool.
mm. What up, Monty Love? What's up? Who else did I miss? I don't want to miss nobody. What's up, Brenda?
So I'm about to
Um,
get to my job at Taco Bell. So
you know
I,
what? I'm
I'm
not
a,
about to play with you, PJ.
yeah. But I'm gonna be listening in. I love you, and we gonna stay on their necks. I was just listening to your video earlier. We're gonna defeat the hate. We're gonna kill them with kindness, and I'll
And
rag
truth.
on them.
We gonna
Yeah,
kill him with truth. Cause
yeah.
truth is a motherfucker. All right, PJ.
Y'all
Um,
enjoy yourselves. Y'all, thank y'all. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Y'all go subscribe to my girl Anti Hyena Squad. We going up, squad up.
Squad. What's up, killer? Squad. Um, Speak on it. I wonder what Charlene gonna do if he gets time. Shit, nothing. It ain't really nothing she can do. Talk to him on the phone and stuff, and I guess make a vlog about how she missed him. I don't know, honey. I don't know. If he gets locked up, she should apply over love during lockup. You know what? He ain't going to the NFL. Yeah, that if he was planning on uh if he was planning on going to the NFL, um whoever he pissed off prevented that from happening because his name is basically tarnished right now. Okay, going to church. She had to take the drug test because of DCFS. Um, you know what I will say about that, Shay? I've never heard CPS move in that way. And the as much money as the state has, um, I don't think they do hair tests. You barely get hair tests at these high corporate jobs. Like that's to me that story that she created, in my opinion, I don't think it's legit. I've never in my life heard CPS move that way at all. because when you do an investigation with CPS, hair test, the state usually don't have the funding for that. I just ain't never heard nothing like that. Now I know she posted a paper that we couldn't read and said whatever, but I just don't believe that. Sorry. She said make those tacos. I don't think that'll be possible, Monica. I don't think that'll be possible. Whatever connected Rico and Royalty together, she not gonna get that same connection with somebody else. She done already ran off the other rappers that was trying to smash. So what's going on? Okay, so Shay, that's my opinion on that situation. Now, do I know if Royalty is on drugs? I do not know that. I'm not aware of her situation. I do know she smokes tree, and that is her uh escape of choice, which is cool. It's legal. It don't even matter. But as far as you saying she's always been naturally skinny, the time that those photos came up with her in that fight with Nike, I've never seen Royalty that small. What's up, Michelle? I've never seen Royalty that small. I just haven't. Um, Not to where you see in her cheekbones. That wasn't. I like. You can go across all of her photos and all of her videos. You've never seen her that small. Y'all gotta admit that. Now it could have been stress. It could have very well been stress, but I've never seen her that small. Do you have anything else to say, Shay? I noticed you joined the live. You got something to say that you don't agree with me what I say about Royalty? I would love to hear it. She was talking about Brenda. Nah, NFL is done. That's a dub. So if I know he was trying to work on his way, doing that, doing all them exercises and videos. Yeah, that's done. That's a dub. I commend Shay for joining in the chat. Let's talk. I don't want to hear crickets. Nothing? Shay, you still there? Ugh. How frustrating is that? Anyway. She's timed out for 3 minutes, y'all. Okay. Was she was using sign language? Let me go back and scroll up and see what happened. Okay, let's see. Let me scroll up and see what I missed. Uh, she said, okay, that was her responding. When did Shay step up in here? Now I got to put two and two together my damn self. That's when PJ Wi-Fi got cut off. Tell me why people are saying CJ called the police and got him recharged. Dang, they give, you know what? It amazes me how much power they give to CJ. They give him, he's like Superman to them. Like he gives, he just controls the world at this point. He got plugs with the police now and stuff. Like they really just, that's a hot mess. Ignore the fact that ignore the fact that Rico put himself in the position in the first place in January where CJ was nowhere to be found. Ignore that completely. It's totally CJ's fault. Get the fuck out of here. They better stop playing with me. What's up, Brody? She was assuming Brenda said her brother was on drugs. Well, she need to Why is she so pressed? Shay, be serious. She looks higher than a kite in a gust of wind. She is gonna fall over. Mm-mm. She smokes marijuana these days when it's first time. Okay. What up, killer? Squad. What's up, Mel? Shay, everyone smokes around me and don't make you look at. Actually, with marijuana, you would gain weight because you get the munchies and stuff. So, like, I don't see how that correlates with what she's talking about because with marijuana, when you get high, usually people like to eat and get the munchies. Ain't that what it's all about? And I did address the drug test situation. I think the drug test was capped. I think it was some theatrical stuff. I ain't never in my life seen CPS email anybody. They'll leave a card, they'll call, but they not about to email nobody. That I'm just not going. I'm sorry. Shay, but you have your opinion and I have mine. Exactly. Was it done by a professional? She didn't show no paperwork. She said her social security number was on the paperwork. I ain't never seen a social security number on a drug test, but then again, it's been so long. You know what I'm saying? But Eli, CPS. And that's what I was just saying. Okay, Brenda, you basically confirmed what I said. CPS ain't taking no damn hair test. The state don't have the funding for that. That's weird. DCFS ain't got no money to be giving hair tests. Those are expensive to have. Oh, okay, I see. What drugs does your brother do? Stick on the topic, Shay. If you gonna come in here and have a conversation, stick on the topic. Cause now you just changing the topic. She said her brother passed the drug test. Now you want to know what type of drugs he do. That's not the topic. The topic is, what am I saying about Charlene that's wrong? That's the topic. Right. He broke 1 minute and next time he owned the world. Like, just what's going on? Mm. What's up, Cameron? Okay. What up, Tracy? What's up, TNT? Yeah, she go. Yeah, exactly. She go put royalty. You know what? She gonna put royalty. Exactly. She would have to use her government name. It's just, I don't know why. This is one of the situations where people just want to believe the bullshit just because they want to continue with the narrative that they have. That shit said royalty in the email too. That was a hot mess. What up, AV? I mean, with everything going on, what was a timeout for? I'm here to converse. Well, I didn't time you out, Shay. So let's talk. Do you want to jump on the link or do you want to converse through chat? She felt like you was on a different subject talking about her brother. The topic today is royalty, Charlene, whatever you want to call her. What do I say incorrectly about Charlene? Ain't no way was the drug test she said she received real. Oh, yeah, that's true. You know what though? The fact that CJ did request the CPS case, if there was no information about any type of drug test, oh my goodness, that's gonna bring up so many questions for a lot of people who are gonna be hurt. Because why would you go as far to do that if the paperwork don't say that? Mm, 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 mm. Okay, so Brenda believes that they doing that oogie boogie, and that's her opinion. Shay, where you at, girl? And the day she said, yeah, she received the email on a weekend during the holiday. I don't know no CPS worker who on that type of time. Okay, they don't love their job that much. Those type of jobs are Monday through Friday. What is it? 9 to 5, 8 to 9, or something like that. Not 8 to 9. I'm tripping. 8 to 5 or some shit like that. Come Friday at 5 or 6. That's a dub. What's up, TM7? I just want to know why she sent Daya to CJ with that eye infection, then trying to make it seem like CJ did something. Okay, it was Daya. Okay, I read it. I thought that was really messy. They have a small. They do drug test you. They do drug test you through your hair. They take a small piece of the back of your hair. So if they take a small piece of the back of your hair, why did royalty say she have to cut her hair? If she only had to take a small piece, why did she say she had to cut her hair? Y'all gonna have to explain that one to me. That was a little weird when she said that. If they truly do follicle test, why would she say I had to cut so much of my hair? Like that was weird to me. I didn't get that part. Why would she say that? What's up, Tyrone? Yeah, she was, and uh, those are typical manipulation tactics because you can say something, but she didn't directly say that CJ was a bad parent or he did anything wrong. So when the stuff hit the fan and people try to hold her accountable for it, she can always say, well, I never said that. I just stated the fact that she went to urgent care and it did scare me a little bit. Now, my thing is, like I said before, after that fifth kid, an eye infection shouldn't upset anybody or scare anybody, especially if you, unless the eye is just like oozing to the point to where it's like really bad and gunk is coming out of it and stuff. Okay, well maybe that'll hold on now. But from a little eye irritation, I commend CJ for taking the baby to the doctor to see what's up, and according to CJ, the doctor said he was fine. So documentation is everything. I'm pretty sure he has that paperwork, and that's something that she cannot use against him in court. And that, to me, that was a whole lot of nothing. It was a nothing burger, but it still was enough time for people to make videos after videos about it, commenting about it, saying, oh my gosh, less than 24 hours with CJ, this is what she's talking about. It was real weird and goofy. Boss was insane, so scared of her. Yeah, she said she was scared for her life from the eye irritant. She said, I am through. She said, I'm so done. I just, right. CPS, they gonna just have you pee in a cup or something like that. And usually they pay for it. You don't have to pay for it. So I just, emails on the weekends and holidays, I'm talking about you're free. It just don't work like that. I got a bridge in China to sell y'all if y'all believe that. Royalty lucky CJ is not the type. He can control his anger and his emotions. Uh-huh. Yeah, she did. And big scare and all that. Big scare is big scare. You don't tell nobody you have a big scare. They automatically gonna go like a big, you wouldn't have a big scare over a child's eye being irritated. That's a little weird. Right. It was just a sad attempt of drama. Yep, I keep saying that. Nobody wants to hear me. Right. Get out of here. Yeah, that was very dramatic. It was very dramatic for you to say something about that and it was somebody's eye being irritated. That's extremely dramatic. Uh-oh. Okay, Brenda. Come through. Charlene is not over the fact that she can see his kids now and she's out for blood. She trying to do something. That's why everybody was telling her to watch out. We know a woman scorn when we see one. We all seeing it. Not all of us, because some of these women, what's up, Robin? Some of these women support this nonsense. They support it. And they'll turn around and they'll call us haters because we're saying her behavior, like, move on. She wanted people to start making videos about CJ saying that he was gone for less than 24 hours. The daughter went to urgent care. It was so many people hitting me up talking about they went to the ER. ER and urgent care are two different things. And when you use these type of words and you do these type of dog whistles, you already know the type of people are going to react the way they want to react. Do y'all think Charlene will be asking for food stamps soon because you don't see her groceries that much anymore? Um, First of all, groceries aren't really that expensive. We just went grocery shopping. What was it? Monday, and we spent about $236. But the deal is, in order to spend that, and we got a lot of food, in order to spend that amount of money, you got to buy stuff that you have to cook. Plus, you use Ibotta, but you know. But you got to use stuff that you can cook and it will sustain. I hope she's not too prideful where she don't get food stamps, but it depends on what income she receiving at this moment to see if she qualify for it. Because even getting like what $4,000 or more, you're not gonna qualify for food stamps. Her followers lack accountability, and that's why they have a lot of hell in their life. Not a mud goat. Don't be coming in here. You know what, Rich? They don't want to do it because a lot of the tactics that royalty has done, they've done. Hey y'all, I think she's trying to say she's allergic to dogs because Lexi has dogs and she doesn't want Lexi around the kids. Well, I mean, she can't do that. All that would do was they just won't have the dog around because the dog don't live there. And then, in order for her to prove that, she would have to take the twins to the doctor and prove medically that they are allergic to dogs. It's just, and that's what people fail to realize. Documentation is everything. You can say whatever you need to say, but you have to have the proof in the pudding. Royalty is really trying to make CJ get out of character. Yeah, she is. I think back in the day when they used to get into it, you've been with a person for 9 years, you know how to push their buttons, you know how to get them mad, you know how to get them round up. The first time when they split up and they got into it, CJ really showed his ass. He went hard on the paint. He was clowning. He clowned on the kids. He was mad because, they was making diss tracks. He was talking trash about their shoes and stuff like that. Now, if you really, really, truly, truly think about it, even though CJ was wrong for talking about Leon and the kids, he was wrong for doing that because if those kids are truly yours because you accepted them under your wing, you shouldn't have done that. But I understand the hurt behind it on why he did it, because at the same time, if you taking care of some kids for 9 years and they can quickly go to Texas and make a diss track about you talking about CJ so whack, which is purely Royalty's fault as a parent, because she shouldn't involve the kids in any of that, because that was relationship stuff. So I get where CJ was coming from, but at the same time, CJ was not lying. Those kids were not wearing the same things they would wear if they were with him. Hence, today they're still doing the same thing. They're not wearing the same clothes. They're not kept up like they were when they were with him. And he did it the wrong way, but I think he was just trying to point out the fact that they didn't really have nothing, and they didn't. She was at her mama's apartment, in that small apartment in the living room on the floor, trying to figure it out. And then she made the decision to go back because she had no other options. So I think back in the day, like around that time, all the stuff that she's doing now would have worked. But now that CJ has evolved and he's changing and he's trying to do things different, and he has a better team behind him, like his team is improved. He's networked and received so many people in his life, billionaires, millionaires, like people who have this life experience. He's making better decisions now. So all the tactics that would have worked and could have worked aren't working anymore. Yes, I want to know that question too. Why you want? Yeah, why would Royalty want CJ to meet uh Rico? I am Royalty supporter. I do not personally agree with the way she is painted as a mother. I believe she is a good mom. Royalty to me is not over CJ and still displays the level of pettiness. Okay, so you believe that Royalty is a good mom. Why? Because she does the stuff that she's supposed to do as an adult. Being a good mom doesn't mean feeding your kids and having a roof over their head, because there are people who had mothers who were, and I'm not saying this is no correlation to Royalty at all, but this is just an example. Women who have been raised with their parents who had a roof over their head, whose mothers were drug addicts. You have kids who had roof and food in their house when mothers who were out there doing the most were never home. They were out there having it. They were out there doing too much. So we got to be careful of saying a good mother is somebody providing a house. Because in my personal opinion, Mama Royalty was not a good mother. Black people not need to stop thinking just because you have a child, and they make it all the way till 18, leaving your house, that does not make you a good parent, especially with the psychological stuff attached to him. Now you're admitting yourself that she's doing petty stuff that's not unnecessary, that is very unnecessary. That and these petty tactics are affecting the children, not just the twins. CJ, not just twins, Leon, Jalea, and Nation. And to me, in my personal opinion, her putting herself first doesn't make her a good mother to me. It makes me feel like she needs to do some more soul searching, seek some type of therapy so she could put her kids first. Because if she put her children first, what CJ is doing, or her insinuating anything about CJ and continuing the pettiness, doesn't matter. Because at this point in time in her life, she is putting the children first, which is focusing on them, which is new things that she can do with them. Even if it's just her being with Rico, she should just be with Rico, if that's what she's trying to do. Now, I know a lot of people was coming for her for being with Rico on Mother's Day instead of her kids, but I mean, it is Mother's Day. Mother's Day should be the day where you get rid of the mom. You know what I'm saying? So I won't go there. But what I will say is, I've seen a lot of instances of Royalty showing her not only involving the kids in grown folks' business, not just the relationship between her and CJ, her taking the kids to fights. That's not a good mother. You don't put your children in harm's way. Even though she didn't take the twins, she took some teenagers, some emotional teenagers who's trying to process their way through life, through whatever mental development they got to develop. And they have all these emotions. Nobody knows what emotions they're processing with the situation of having a father figure for 9 years and living a certain lifestyle and quickly not leaving that. Nobody's addressed it. And before anybody says that Royalty asked the kids, y'all need to put yourself in a child's place for 5 seconds. Why would you go and tell your mother she's wrong when you're with her? Why would you be bold enough to do that? And why would you want to make your mom sad or upset when she's already frustrated with the situation? I'm more than sure that these kids seen that woman cry, see her get mad, see her go off, see her complain and express all her grievances to her mother. They seen all of that. So why would the kids want to say, you know what, mom, I miss CJ. I feel like, they don't have that opportunity. If you're a good mom, what you feel about a person should not matter if it does not put the children in harm's way. That's why I don't believe in that aspect she's a good mom. People on BS TV channel saying Lexi did something today and saying oh, that's so weird. That's so weird. That's really, really weird that they're saying that. And if people got information on that and that get back to Lexi, she can sue for that. That's defamation. Like, why would she do that to a child? That's weird. And why would you wish that to? That's basically wishing that on a child. I'm that doesn't make any sense. CJ said he and Lexi didn't have any dogs with around them. So okay, yeah, that's sick. CPS has a 45-day that a case can be open. Her results and stating the case was closed happened within like 3 weeks of all that happening. Well, then it could have been a quick situation of them doing a home visit and them not, leaving the case where it was at because nobody pressed charges. I don't believe she nurtures her children. Shay, give me an example where she nurtures her children. Was it the time where she embarrassed Leon on YouTube by exposing that he's wearing Jalea's shoes? That boy looked really hurt behind that. And we gotta stop doing that as parents, thinking just because our kids are not saying anything, they're okay. You don't know the mind frame of these children. They had a man around them 9 years that they called dad. And because of a breakup, she snatched whatever lifestyle that they had away from them based off of her feelings of what she chose to put herself in. That's not a good mother. That's a selfish woman. You're not putting your kids first. You're not. And in the videos I've seen, she seemed pretty agitated. She's high all the time, which means she's escaping something. And it's not about what you say to your kids, it's what you see. She smokes all the time to get away from whatever she's getting away and whatever she's dealing with right in front of children. They see in the front row center. So now they know when they go through problems, they can use whatever to get over it. And that could be anything. You got to pay attention to what you're teaching your children. I don't think that's nurturing your child. I don't think that is catering to their needs. I don't think that's allowing them to express themselves. To me, emotionally, I don't believe she's there. I believe everything that she's experiencing and she's going through, they're seeing it head on and they're not saying anything about it. And a lot of the stuff that they may feel could be turned into anger because they're angry about, I used to have this type of lifestyle. I used to do this and I used to do that. And just because CJ was a jerk, that's been taken away from us, when that's not even their place to understand any of that. These are teenagers. They have childlike minds. They don't know anything about relationships. They think they do. So now what you're creating is trust issues for the girls. Now they're going to have trust issues towards men because mom continuously does so much for these men because this is the narrative that's painted, and all they do is dog her. This man needed us to survive. So what are they going to start doing when they get in relationships with men and they're going to be men? This man needs me to survive. And then they're going to think that their value comes from what you can do for a man. Now they building bears too. That's not pouring to your children to me. Now they're trying to build men now. Now they're thinking that their value from a man is what they can do from him because they seen their mom supposedly build not one but two men up. And now she's attempting to build Rico up. with through YouTube. I don't think that's a good mom. I think royalty is trying to find herself because she doesn't know who she is herself. She's never been by herself to know herself, and that's a problem too. How do you know who you are if you've never been able to be alone? When has she ever took the time to just be by herself? Why does she need some type of male energy around her to complete her? Go ahead, TM7. I feel like we can pour into our children and also make mistakes. Okay, so where do you as a parent do the best you can to not make those mistakes for your children? Because we're all parents and we know we're not perfect, but we can't use that as an excuse when the shit hit the fan. And how you rectify that is you make the corrections now. Get your ass into therapy and get your children into therapy with you so they can talk to somebody. And let them understand that it's a privacy thing, so whatever they say won't be held against them and won't be reported to you, because they need to speak somebody, give them a fighting chance. Their grandmother shouldn't be telling their granddaughter that they should be alone and single like them, walking up these lonely damn mountains. That's not pouring into your children or your grandchildren. That's sabotaging them. And a parent, well, there's a parent who will never stop learning, and there's a parent who's not even trying to learn. To me, she's not trying to learn. To me, she's doing her. And while she's doing her, we have women after women after women continuously making excuses for it instead of calling her out and making her accountable of it. I know kids, especially teenagers, we all know they turned, okay? But it's just like the situation where Jalea got in a fight. She made an excuse for it. And even if she didn't make an excuse for it, she couldn't say anything about it because she was just out there fighting. How many mistakes? Oh, it was just a mistake. It was just a mistake. So when they get older, you can say, I ruined your entire outlook on life and your mindset because I made mistakes. Oh, well. No, no, that's not okay. We got to think as parents. If we love our kids and we want the best for our kids, we got to do everything in the best. Fuck the, yeah, we going to make mistakes, but fuck all that. Where can we fix that to give them the best thing that they can have? What happened to the mothers that will sacrifice their whole soul for a child that didn't ask to be here? Now, no, I just make that mistakes. That's deflecting. That's writing that shit off. I don't respect that. You so stupid, Cameron. I'm not about to play with you today. And that's what I'm saying. Do you see yourself in royalty, or are you agreeing with her because she's a woman? Because women do need to be held accountable for the things that they do. My children always had an open door to speak to me regardless. And you know what? My son, both of my sons, even my daughter, okay, all my kids tell me some very disturbing things, okay? They're very open with me. When I say no, I can't even go to the bathroom without them busting open the door, want to talk about whatever relationship what they in, what fight they was thinking about, what was going on with it. And I welcome it, even though I be wanting my door closed to do number two. I try to give my kids as much attention regardless if I'm on the toilet or not. It's embarrassing, but my kids, I know they're not angels. And I know I be having a side eye like, you ain't gonna tell me everything because I was a teenager. Okay. But for the most part, my kids have had, my older kids have had conversations with me about sex. They've had conversations with their father about sex. And I told my oldest, if you ever think about going that route, I really truly wish you would wait till you get married. But if you can't, let us know and we will provide the protection you need so you can do it safe in the most safest way possible. We also let them know that through sex, babies are not the only worry you would have. We talk to them about diseases that can go through condoms, and all that stuff. So my kids know, because I'm not an idiot. I know at the ages of 16 and up, you're close to adulthood more than anything. So I'm not going to say you're going to be a perfect little angel. No, but I'm going to make my kids comfortable enough to where they can have these conversations with me, even though I don't like it. But hell, who the hell am I to judge? We was all teenagers. No disrespect to Jamie, but his ass could have went to family court, and that's why I don't really say nothing about Jamie, because in my opinion, he ain't said nothing this long. He ain't going to say it. He probably just said fuck it, and he has every right. But you didn't really come through. Here she is out of town looking like Betty Rubble from. You know what? Quality time is nothing if you're not teaching them anything. That's true. That's true. My granny's pill pushing, coke sniffing, scamming, Jesus thumping, sleeping with my son, and ooh, child, what? Oh no, no, ma'am. I agree that royalty is finding herself. She has went from kids and dead as a teenager. Yeah, and that's my point, Shay. She needs to go to therapy and get that worked out, because while she's trying to find herself, her kids are going to suffer and have the ramifications of it when that's not their baggage to hold. They never asked to be here. There's a lot of things that I was disappointed about in my situation when I was in this situation. Hell, I was homeless. Okay? But I'm not going to bring that energy to my children. I'm going to make sure they do things different. They understand different type of situations. I'm not going to involve them in any type of issue or situation that happens between adults. I need them to be kids. And then when they express themselves and want to experience the teenagehood, they're going to do that too, but not with me trying to find myself. If she trying to find herself, she needs to do it quick. She doesn't have enough time. And all the stuff that royalties is experiencing comes from bad parenting from her mother. Her mother put her out at 16. So this is generational curses, in my opinion, because at the age of 16, getting pregnant early, that can be scary. That can be very scary. I have a friend, she got pregnant at 15 years old. And my mama was like, you can't hang around her. And I was like, dang, that's kind of cold blooded. But my mama was old school. And it was what it was, but her mom didn't put her out. Her mom supported her, helped her with what she needed to help her with, talked to her, guided her through it, and she's surviving now. Her daughters are doing what they doing. She got married. Like it's what you pour into your children. I and again, her trying to find herself, that ain't got nothing to do with the kids. How is that their burden now? Girl, ain't worth a bag of beans, girl. Teenagers suck. Charlene is trying to live through her mom. And her mom is trying to. It's a hot mess over there. No one forced her to do that. You can still find yourself. That's true. Speak on it. That is true, honey. That's so true. You said a word right there. You can find yourself, and she needs to stop finding herself in relationships and trying to have this energy around her. She's still looking for the masculine energy that she has never had, which comes from a father. And that's Mama Royalty's fault. And you see how her son moved. If Mama Royalty did anything out of substance for her children, they would be doing really, really well for themselves right now at this point. And let me tell you, Van does nothing. And Van is a very creative person. You seen that man drawings. Them motherfuckers is immaculate. I gotta give credit where credit's due. Goddamn. But do you know how much people will pay to get a tattoo? If you can draw, you can learn how to tattoo. If you can draw, you can learn how to be somebody who writes cartoons for animations, or even make your own cartoons and get rich off of YouTube from kid channels. There's so many things you can do with that talent, but they don't have the correct guidance, because look at the mama that they have. What Charlene mama taught her was get a man at the club, make sure he's rich, and come up off him. That's why they picked CJ. They was bamboozled. They was bamboozled because he was not rich at that time. But that's what she taught her daughter. So with a woman who's not educated on who she is, how is she going to teach her children to be who they are? She trying to find herself because nobody, not including her mother, wouldn't allow her to be who she is for so long. And she sought out the guidance from other men. And now that her and CJ are not together, she's angry with him because she feels abandoned yet again. Regardless of the drama, people fight. But since he moved on, she's pissed. I feel like she is going out sad. You are doing club appearances. It's like grow up. You have other kids, older or not. She's leaving her legacy. Ooh. I feel like, okay. Her mother looked like a damn fool standing there off beat. Not dancing off beat. Y'all stupid. I never said she was forced. I said she had to find herself. I would love if she took this time to do it now. And she's not doing it. So the fact that she's not doing it means it's not that important to her. What is important to her right now is her happiness. And she's showing that. When every time she makes these videos with Rico and everything, she's showing people, this is who I want to be with. That's my friend. This is what I like doing. It's my turn. This is my happy moment. I'm trying to find myself. And in the meantime, her kids are doing what? Trying to figure it out too. And they're going to support her because those is her kids. I don't know too many kids who not going to try to support their mama who they feel bad for. But now you bringing that shit on them. Now they're being your emotional support puppies, and that's not cool. Okay, Zena just dropped a big one. That eye infection did come from royalty sheets. Ooh. Ooh. Maybe it's the detergent they using. Because, one time, like, I thought when I had my second son, y'all, I was like, you know what? I'm going to get the Dreft soap. I'm going to get him Huggies. I'm going to just, do it the most. Not only was my son allergic to Dreft, he turned into a tomato, honey. He was allergic to Huggies, too. And I was so hurt. Because Huggies was my favorite Pampers at the time before they started being weird. But he was allergic to all of that. So it could be the detergent she using. They got reports out about certain chemicals in this stuff. You feel me? She not trying to be herself. She bit too. She trying to prove herself. She's trying to prove herself that she could do better without CJ. And trying to make sure that everybody knows she's happy, but she's burning herself out. And that's not freedom. And it shouldn't be at the expense of your children's emotions. And we can't write it off as, well, she just gotta learn. That's fucked up for the kids to hear. Well, shit, the reason why your life fucked up right now is because mama gotta have a life too. Look at that ass. But at least in baby boy, he was a grown man. Hot mess. She do want to be free. Okay. Exactly. Yeah, because she was really excited about somebody flying him out. What was they going to fly him out to? What she said, Dubai? She said somebody emailed him and said what? She was excited. Maybe got the eye infection from the blanket. Maybe it was dirty. Okay. She needs to stop trusting people around her. You definitely need a strong team. Royalty is out of town with all the clothes CJ bought her to see. Cameron, get off my phone. That's why I gave the example in my video about Prince family. They were smart while they were getting the coins. They don't have to post and still live the lifestyle. True. Now she's with a man who making the drama even worse, and she don't see a problem with Rico. She sees the problem with Rico. Let me tell you something about royalty. She makes poor choices, but she not dumb. Let me tell you how I know she not dumb. She blasted Rico in her video talking about Rico having temper tantrums. Ha 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 ha. Why she feel like she need to put that out there? Why she giving people word on that? And then how Rico responded, he put his head down because he was a little embarrassed and stuff, because she's trying to teach him you don't always have to be upset if you don't get what he wants. She like his mama. And that's what I say about her building these men up to where she wants to conform them to be. She's not foreign to this type of energy, because she had that same energy with Jamie. She know what she got. She's not stupid. Okay. She is feeding off the thrill with Rico. Once the thrill is gone, okay. Robin, pink eye comes from shit. That shit. I'm sick of y'all. I don't think they saw anything. I don't in CJ seriously. I think Royalty's mom was desperate for her to get away from Jamie, and that's bad too. That's really bad. Like, you trying to get your daughter away from somebody to get them under somebody, and the fact that she was the main culprit, coaching her daughter to get her tubes untied, is crazy. Those type of hyenas, they destroy their daughters, and then their daughters are out there seeking themselves as an adult, and then they destroy their children. So my thing is this: if Royalty has the opportunity to change with all the information out there and all the resources out there, why doesn't she do anything different? She never takes accountability of anything. Even the time when she fought Nike, she said, I'll handle it when I handle it. It is what it is. It's done. Like, you know what, y'all? I was tripping. I shouldn't have been out there doing the most. Okay. That was too much. I shouldn't have let her took me there. No accountability. And even when her daughter fought, oh, I just love this girl. She handled her handle. You don't teach your children that's how you deal with problems, especially being black. What is wrong with you? Come on now. You don't teach your children that's how you deal with problems. Is you just go, you tell your kids if you need to defend yourself, defend yourself. But you don't tell your kids, yeah, that's right, go on, handle that girl, because I was out there. It's bad. To me, that's not a good mom. Every parent wants their children, every good parent, whether mother or father, wants their children to do better than they did. No matter if their life is great, they want their children's life to be greater. So to me, she's leading everyone in the wrong path. What's up, Trisha? I thought Bossetta was meaning the bossing up with her retail business. Child, I never knew what it meant. I heard a few things, and boss lady, you are so funny. She said, no, they nasty. I heard a few things about it and didn't hear about it anymore. I felt like if she could have pulled off Bossetta, that would have been a feel-good aha moment. But I said in my video, she's doing it too soon. You have to plan. You got to get the caterers. You got to get everybody excited. You got to make sure you have enough supporters who are financially willing to back you because they support you that hard. She didn't receive that because she did everything too quick, and she did it around the time CJ did his shoes. I wouldn't have done that. I was saying that she should have did it around the summertime. Summertime, Bossetta have packages for people to go to the hotel, like the whole shebang bizzle. To me, that was just trying to prove something yet again, when it just, and in order for those things to work, you got to have the motivation to it. Now she gallivanting instead of powwowing and seeing how she can really bring Bossetta to life. I just can't. I don't make excuses for people who showing me time and time and day after day that they don't want to change. They just want to be where they're at. I can't do that. Not her mom. He has a whole family, so why is she entertaining something that's mm, you know what? What he say? Hold on. You know what, Shay, you probably right. And she wasn't expecting CJ to blow up. He did neither. Yeah. She using the children. Her supporters would like to think she was, but at least was paying for them for their services. What is Charlene giving them? Child, and this is what I was saying, Tracy. If CJ was still willing to take care of them kids, why am I gonna make my life harder to prove a point? Okay, I'm not gonna be with you no more, nigga. We just can't do it. Okay, you always doing the most, like toast. Relationship wise, we can't be together. But on the weekends or whatever day you want to see the kids, y'all, bye bye, y'all. Oh, we gotta make family vlogs together. Hey, y'all, we co-parenting. Let me get my 100,000 views or whatever views you reaching to get that bread for yourself to go. Nurture your kids. They'll still have a father figure around. They will still understand. Like, even though people don't get along as adults, doesn't have anything to do with the children. They can still have a relationship with the children. I think that was an opportunity for royalty to say, look, me and CJ can't be together, but that man loves y'all enough to want to be around y'all as y'all fathers still. And y'all should take that opportunity so those kids can be whole. There's a lot of men who grew up around their stepfathers, and look at Shaq. Look at Shaq. Shaq wouldn't have been where he at if it wasn't for his stepdaddy. And as much as CJ wanted to pour into Leon, Leon was headed to greatness. But she took that from him because she couldn't put her children before her. Being a woman is very difficult. But the best and strongest thing you can do as a mother is put your children first and say, you know what? Okay, fuck you, nigga. You out here holding around and shit. Ain't nobody got time for that. But you can still be a part of my children's life because they did call you father. You did raise them, and there's some benefits to you being around them. Period. That's all I'm saying. She fucked up with that. Now they have their own opinions based off of what she poured into them. And that's why I say, everybody likes to bring up Nike, but nobody's bringing up the fact that Nike, before CJ got shot, she was sending her daughter to her dad. She said, nah, she needs to be with her dad. What her dad can teach her is beyond what I can at this moment. That takes a hell of a woman to do some shit like that. That's somebody who really loved their child and put their child before them. She could have been selfish and said, I want Kamari to stay here with me because I'm her mother. And that was such an emotional moment for Nike. Y'all can go to Nike's channel and see her videos and watch how she felt really bad about that. And it don't mean she hate her daughter. She just want the best. It takes a hell of a woman to do that, to say, look, I love you, but I know this is all I can teach you at this point, and your father could probably get you somewhere better. That takes a hell of a lot, honey. Her mother said they were going. Yeah, what was they going to? Where was they going to? Mm. Charlene blaming everything on CJ because she knows her supporters. Yeah, that's a hot mess. What dance was the royalty doing? I'm not about to play with y'all. Got men out here get close to your kids and stuff, and that's what I'm saying. Like, and even that, you're introducing your children to different types of men. Like, when it doesn't work out with Rico because he's 26, he's not looking for something permanent. He's young. He's not trying to wife you up. He already has kids going on. That's your friend, quote unquote friend, that you like to hug and rub on and all that and be all intimate with and shit. I ain't never did that to a friend at all. But I mean, hey, if you like it, honey, um, here you go, introducing him to another dude. Now this guy's not dad, he's best friend. You gotta you gotta pay attention what you introducing to your kids. I don't understand why this is so hard to grasp as a woman, as a mother. Like, would you do some shit like that? And that's what I would like to ask royalty supporters. Would y'all be comfortable with introducing that type of shit to your kids like that? Is that something you're comfortable with? Another guy and another guy and another guy? And what guys want to holler at you today? You don't think her daughter know that them rappers, Duty Low and them, was trying to talk to her? You don't think her daughters know that NEL Choppa, was that him? Whatever rapper that was, shit. That I don't really listen to rap no more. I done aged out with that shit. But whatever rapper that was in her inbox, in her DM, sending a video that she decided to screenshot to the world, you don't think her daughters know about that? Come on now. That's just too much. All that slobbering. You know what? I am so sick of y'all. But CJ said that Lexi have a dog hair laying around, and where that she needs to wash that dog, or the dog don't need to come around. Whatever it is, I'm pretty sure they'll take care of it. It's just an allergy. I know he went off on her when she joking around talking about you got temper tantrums. She not saying that for nothing. He popped off. She was just trying to save face at that point. Yes, girl, I heard about the boy. Mm. What does she even see in Rico? She really downgraded her, man. No, I mean, that's her type. He has the same energy as Jamie to me. That's her type. That's exactly what she wanted. She ain't want CJ. If she just focused on herself, her and her, that's all I'm saying, Miss Creole. That's all I'm saying. First of all, I don't even like that dog was there. That's a new house staying. So how can you be the dog? Huh? What? I don't know what you were trying to say. Um Shay to take her ass to church, not a casino. Ooh. Charlene want Rico because can't have him because she have already. Uh-uh. She and that I hope that's not the case because that's just a loot. Ice ain't going nowhere, honey. Ice is a careless Aquarius. She ain't going. They could be in there screwing right next to her on the couch, and she gonna be in there sitting eating her Cheeto puffs, waiting for that next money coin to come in so she can buy some more clothes. Okay, she's invested. She ain't letting that man go. She can't steal nothing from nothing. She need to get a job or try build. Yeah, yeah, that's what she do. She got options. Boss lady. This why young ladies like Charlene irritates the hemorrhoids in my ass. What's up, Sherry? Yeah, but because like I said, it's that hyena behavior. Y'all saw the video I posted where they said, would you rather be with a drug dealer who makes like 1 million a day or a doctor who makes 346,000 a year? And that girl was like, what's 346,000, bitch? Something you've never seen. Like, what are you talking about? You have these type of mindsets. It's this feminine movement that make these females have such a warped mindset and sense of self, and this is the results from it. I couldn't be friends with okay. I couldn't be friends with her either, child, because the ghetto bossing up on people money. What you gonna learn from us? You know what? Mm, she seen it. She don't care. Nah, she don't care. She's a willing participant for sure. I don't believe that will work because the kids were stressed from the toxic household. Okay, so it's not gonna work now, Shay. It's definitely too late now because she already set the precedent. What I'm saying was when they were getting into it before, she would always make it her business to involve the children. Okay. When me and my husband get in disputes and we arguing and we get in disagreements, the kids don't be knowing what the hell's going on. They don't know because it's none of their damn business. And if it gets too bad where we do argue in front of the kids, because that does happen too, we let the kids know that not everybody is going to get along 100% of the time, but you talk it out, you work it out, and you move on. And we're still a family. But that's what it is. You got to teach these children conflict resolution, which she just taught all of her children. And I don't care what y'all say, what she just taught all of her children was, when you get into it and you get upset in a situation, run. Run back to your mama. Run. Just run. What did she do when she was tired of Jamie? She ran. Just like she ran from CJ. Run. Ass and elbows all day. That's what she's teaching to her children. So I'm saying the things that she's teaching to her children is not beneficial. When they get upset about the situation, how do they handle it? They run and fight. When Jalea was tired, because she claims that Jalea was getting bullied. Okay, let's say that's true. So for you getting bullied, instead of doing the necessary paperwork by letting a teacher know and letting somebody know so they can get in trouble, you decide to fight. Why? Because your mom said that was okay. You run and fight. When you mad at problems, you're gonna run away, and that's gonna bite royalty in the ass. Because when Jalea start feeling herself and start doing teenager shit, when she gets mad and she get angry, guess what she gonna do? Walk away. She's gonna run because she doesn't like what's going on. That's what her mom taught her. Over 99% of the channels agree Charlene was wrong to bring her kids to a fight. Most of them think she's not a good mom. Only 1% agree, and they're only Charlene supporters. They hyenas, honey. She only took those kids around CJ on Christmas, and that's how she was hoping CJ would cash them out, and he didn't. I know that's right, y'all. Get them likes up. Oh, shit. I hit the wrong button. Hold on. Hold on, Tracy. I'm coming, girl.
Hey, girl.
Hey.
I'm beautiful.
Hey, hey, hey.
I'm beautiful. When I tell you, I was so jealous looking at you out there on that beach.
Girl, I'm jealous looking at the videos now. I want to go back.
I know you do. I'm going in October. But I wanted to say this.
Okay.
You made a good point. I heard somebody saying something about them trying to blame it on the dogs. But did you remember that time when the kids first came to CJ's house, the other house? As soon as they walked in, she said they don't like it here or he don't like it here. It's
Right.
always
Yes, that was
something.
not necessary. Mm-hmm.
Right. So now it's something that CJ did with the baby's eye with a dog. But they've had dogs, right? Since they were born.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I remember them running around the other house when they were together with the dogs out there, rubbing them and everything. So now all of a sudden, it's the dogs because Lexi has a dog. It's like she's always nitpicking and trying to find something to blame CJ for.
She programs
But
her children. I wouldn't be shocked if she
yeah,
starts doing the narcissistic
yes.
parent thing, where when they come home and they get old enough to she start dropping gems talking about their father, like that's beneficial to them.
hmm But where are her friends? Because I know I have friends and we look out for one another. And if we see that the other one is moving crazy or doing something that could be harmful to them or their children or detrimental to them, we're going to pull your coattail. Where are her friends? Because I know they see everything we seeing about Frico.
Girl, they don't care. They don't care because
It's
a
like
real
people
friend gonna
really,
check you.
and her supporters, you're right. They like, it's like people like to watch a train wreck. Even though they know that what she's doing could be harmful to her, it's entertainment for them. They would rather come in your chat and anybody else that's giving her knowledge to defend her behavior because they want to see it. They want to see her continue on this path to destruction. It's no way that they could think that she's being a good mom if you gave your child to your child's father with an eye infection, knowing that she had this. He said she had it when he picked her up. And instead of you saying, hold on, Rico, I got to tend to my child. She has a severe eye infection and her dad and I need to get her to the urgent care. No, she just dropped off and went on and proceeded to be this fake producer of this music video. that was trash. It's so
Right.
sad to see.
Priorities.
Yes. So I saw the young lady put in your chat that she saw her as a great mom, and you had to tell her, no, she's doing what's necessary so that CPS won't show up. That doesn't make her a great mom. It just means she's doing what she has to do as a mother, putting a roof over their head. Yeah, she got to do that.
Right.
But outside of that, what else is it? Because right now, ever since she's been away from CJ, she's been doing the bare minimum with those children. The bare
Yep.
minimum. But what are you gonna do to put time in? She may need money. I give her that. Do what you got to do to get money, but don't do it to the point where it got you out here looking this bad. And then her mom is standing right there next to her coaching her. I'm looking on this Instagram, and the mother is out there on the deck with them partying while she's hugged up with Rico.
Mm.
And she's standing out there with this bad wig on, just dancing off beat.
Not the
And
bad
I'm like,
wig.
lady,
You know
get your
what?
ass.
You know
I
what?
couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. So
Not the
nobody's
bad
gonna tell
wig.
her that what she's doing is wrong. She's not gonna stop. I said she I couldn't be friends with her because she's that friend that would fight you if you tried to stop her from running into oncoming traffic.
That's true.
And talking about should I jump off this building with Rico? That's what you're doing. You already done jumped, honey. Already done jumped. But yeah, I just wanted to
Yeah,
say
she
that
said bad
I thought it
wig.
was
You look what you done
she
started.
just who
Oh
put that
Lord.
why did they put that camera on her? She just danced. And I look over and Charlene just hugged up with Rico while CJ's trying to figure out how this baby got this eye infection that you trying to blame on him.
Hot mess.
It's a hot mess. It's a hot mess. But I didn't want to type all that, so I came up here to say that.
I feel you,
I'm
girl.
enjoying the commentary.
That
Okay.
typing stuff ain't
I'm going
it.
back to the chat.
All right,
Girl,
Tracy.
and it's just
All
putting all the wrong stuff in there. But
right. I
welcome
got
back.
you, girl.
You're back out here.
Thank you.
Okay, babe.
All right. You
Okay.
know, Tracy, she brings up a really, really good point. She really do. Like, where's the priorities? Shay, where you at, girl? Cause I done said a whole lot and I ain't got a rebuttal. I just, to me, she set the precedent of that. You don't have conversations with your kids. And women, if you doing this shit, stop. When you get upset with your husband, your boyfriend, your baby daddy, whoever he is, that ain't your damn kid's business. No matter what frustrations you have, that is not their business. Now, if you got at least one home girl who stays neutral, who know your ass is crazy and just venting, and you gonna go back to him tomorrow, okay. Hell, book a session with me. Do whatever you need to do, but don't tell them damn kids. Don't tell them kids. Royalty lowered her own value. You know what? And I won't even say royalty lowered her value. Royalty went back to what she know. Now check that. She went back to what she know. Not that bad wig video. I hate y'all. Y'all so stupid. Shay, where you at? And you are more than welcome to jump on the panel. You could go ahead and sign up to StreamYard. They have like different things. You don't have to pay for it. You can get the free one and you could just hop on and we could chop it up. Like I'm all for this type of conversation because to me, there's no reason why children should be in adults' relationship like that. That's just like having your grandparents and your mamas and your uncles and aunties and cousins all in your business when you having a disagreement with your spouse. That's not their business. That's why Blueface and Krishan got all the problems that they got. Everybody in their damn business. It's not just the media; it's the whole goddamn world. The same thing with Fabulous and his baby mama. I can't. Elena, Emily, I can't remember the girl name. But he knocking out daddies and fighting daddies and stuff like that. When it gets to that point, you gotta stop putting people in your business. Exactly. Don't be putting grown people in that. You know what, Richard? He said Shay got up out of here. It's too hot in here for her. Well, damn. Shay, I'm sure she is a good mother according to your standards. However, using the twin as an emotional weapon to keep them away from their father pre-court was wrong on every level. That's true. That's true, because that was not beneficial to anybody. And I feel like now that the kids know that they're gonna see daddy every 3 days, I know that anxiety that was built up from them leaving. Cause CJ, y'all say CJ talk a lot, but he talk a lot. When he don't talk, I see what he's saying. Like when he was like, I dropped off the kids, it happened how it happened. We already know how it happened. Daya was pissed. Yep, she went back to what she knew. After CJ kids away so publicly, no high value. Exactly. It's too much. She didn't like she didn't display herself as damaged goods. Ain't nobody gonna they'll smash. You know what I'm saying? They'll get you back dirty, but that's about it. Okay. I Cameron, you know I had to. I was sipping Bob Marley's and getting messages, and I'm like, see, you know what? I'm gonna enjoy this Bob Marley when I get back though. Yeah, and it makes them whole. And I just feel bad for the older kids because that's something that they don't have. Right now they have a mother who's still trying to find herself, and they're dealing with that, how they processing that. And that's a lot to put on some children. Like it's not their job and it's not their responsibility. You the adult, you the parent. Oh yeah, I'm glad they still remember him, because had it been a couple of years down the line, they would be like, "Nigga, who is you?" Yep. When she did that with the twins, that showed that whatever she felt mattered more than the child. Ooh, child, the ghetto. Who said that? I hope it wasn't no teenager. Ooh, I know you lying, TNT. Hell nah. I just, to me, even now, things could be more focused on her getting her stuff in order and getting her stuff together. But she gonna continue going down the path she want to continue going down. Like Tracy said, if she was really that invested on what happened with Daya and the reason why Daya had to go to urgent care, she damn sure wouldn't have been wasting her time doing no music video. I just didn't see the point of that. That's the problem. They all want to be a part of the Rico Bunny Ranch. You know what? Mm-mm. It could have come from the pool, from the chemistry, from the swimming pool that made her eye more chemicals. You saying chemicals? Obviously remains conduct towards her own kids. Okay, everyone deserves a father. And you know what? She thinks that's normal, Michelle, because she didn't have a father. And there's people that go either one way. They go, well, I didn't have a daddy, so fuck it, it's cool. And then there's other people who say, you know what, I didn't have a father and I want my kids to have more than what I had. And CJ didn't go to court, they wouldn't see their father. That's true. There's still a video out there that's with royalty saying, CJ can see the kids, but he better learn how to come at me. That ain't got nothing to do with safety. That got something to do with something else. I feel sorry for Leon with the type of mentor she bringing around him. I know he feels trapped, but he has no choice. Yeah, we'll hear about it when he get older, or we may not. Shit, he might internalize that and just destroy himself. CJ is staying quiet because he tired of the drama. He doesn't want to be on YouTube right now, so he just sit back and watch and build his case. Just want peace and be left alone. I mean, I thought it was gonna be over after that. I didn't know all this little shenanigans was gonna happen. I still don't understand how it was a scare of her life. I don't get that part either. That was so dramatic. Royalty supporters, where y'all at? I need somebody to I need an adult. I need somebody to explain this to me. Yeah, she said all that stuff about Nike. It's about money. It's about this. It's about that. It was an older person. She said she don't have kids, but she wanted to be just like. What do you mean older? Like how old? Mm. Boys need fathers. Yeah, and you know what? Not just boys, girls need fathers too. Because if Royalty had a father, it would have been a lesser chance of her getting pregnant at 16. I mean, that's based on the statistics. Allergies are really bad this year. I took my son to the doctor 2 weeks ago because I was worried it might have been pink eye, but it was just allergies and treated with allergy eye drops. No big deal. And then I think CJ said he gave her some Benadryl and shit. Shay, learning is continuous, but deliberate, repetitive, vindictive behavior is juvenile. Who does it the most? Common, contemplate this for a moment. mm. Girl, I got my albuterol on deck for my kids who got allergies. Okay, I got the breathing machine. I got everything prepared before stuff hitting the fan. When a man is there, when kids born and bond with them, it will hurt him if you take them away. My ex-husband was like that. Okay, that ain't got nothing to do with them dang kids. I don't care what's going on. I don't care what is going on. Exactly. I already know what you're saying, Des. I already know. Exactly. They gonna have their daddy. Go on, get up out of here. Go on, get. The other side keeps saying this. The other side was saying this side keeps saying we won or the winning team. Oh, they just be holding on to trauma. What did we win? Did we win some kids or something? And that ain't winning. Extra kids ain't no win. They you gotta feed them. What we win? I don't understand why they think it's a competition. I mean, me and Des was right. I said he was either gonna get 50-50 or joint. He was either gonna get joint or visitation, but he was gonna see them kids. Y'all don't go back on the lies of that. They was the ones talking about he was never gonna see the kids and all this other goofy stuff that didn't matter because they was going off of the internet on some weird shit. Richard. Mm. She looked like she was in her 30s. Ooh, child, the ghetto. Men be, I feel so bad for these men out here in these single streets. Some of these women are treacherous. Not in her 30s. You know, me and my homegirl, we was just having a conversation about Shira 7. Now, a lot of people say Shira 7 is a female Kevin Samuels. And Kevin Samuels has brought up Shira 7. He said he don't have an issue with her content as far as he know. But my only issue with Shira 7 is she be lying to some of these women. And what Kevin Samuels was saying was know your rank. Because deep down, we as women, we know what the fuck we look like. Because just like men, like I said before, men know what they look like because they be telling that you get told when you're young how cute or how ugly you are. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're a boy, right? But when you're a girl, you have so many other people saying, no, you're pretty, you're pretty. Knowing damn well God dang it. Anyway, and there's a such thing as pretty privilege. Shira has pretty privilege, so she can't tell somebody who's ranked as a two to do these tactics with men. It's not going to end well for them. I'm just saying, she not being honest about that. In my opinion, girls really need their dads more than their mom around age 12 to 15. Dads are what is missing. Yeah, that's why royalty behaves the way she do, because she's still looking for that masculine energy. It was only 9 years, and royalty needs to find herself because life is short. Yeah, she could have found herself when she was with CJ, to be honest. Something on the separate side. I heard about that. I heard about like the disgusting things they were saying, and that's why I say that should be low vibrational over there, just low vibrational. Not gray hair, right? The kids won. The win was the kids reunited with their father. We back in another video. That other dude over there thinks this is all about. Oh my god, that's so weird. Imagine making everything about you. Oh my gosh. That's horrible. It's the attention seeking for me. It's the attention seeking for me. People need to stop saying Lexi did something. I still think that's very weird. And I will say that to the cows come home. For you to be a supporter of Charlene, you should not even be insinuating that anything harmful can happen to her children. Like, are y'all serious? You think she'd support that? I hope she wouldn't. Like, that's weird. Facts, Ray. Mm-mm. Right. Just no common sense at all, Brendan. No common sense at all. They were together all the time. He didn't go around anyone without her, and she had him with her friends all the time. Not a good turnout. Yeah, that's true. That's true. And people need to understand this. When you have control issues like that, when people hear that a person has control issues, they immediately go to their ego and say, no, it's not control issues. It is control issues. You're trying to control and protect your safety, your safety of your heart. You're living in a lack mindset, in a every all this can happen and all this can happen. In that situation alone, first of all, I believe royalty already knew that CJ was the type of guy that could not remain faithful to her because of the experiences that he had with Nike. If she didn't believe that, she wouldn't have been on him so tough. She was taking so many preventative measures of CJ not being alone or being around women or doing anything like that. It was sad. This is why she always caught him. When she found out that he was sending pictures to her and to somebody for some money and stuff, because they was claiming, I think CJ was saying at the time she wasn't getting dressed for him and she wasn't being sexy for him, like all that stuff was gone. Around those times when she was doing all that, she already knew what she was up against. She already knew what was going down. Like, she knew this deep down in her soul. If a person was really cool with what their husband do, or boyfriend, baby daddy, spouse, whatever, she wouldn't have came that hard. She wouldn't have found, looked through his phone and all that other stuff. Things would just show up to her and she'd be like, oh shit, I wasn't really aware of this. But she was seeking that because she didn't trust him. And, she wasn't wrong, because the results have showed that supposedly he sent somebody some money for some pictures, and then the situation happened between him and Nike said, they were still messing around. And I remember seeing that type of stuff in the vlogs where she was sending screenshots of CJ telling her he still wanted to be with her and stuff. Like, So we're not gonna pretend like she just got bamboozled and CJ was lying to her and giving her all these hopes and dreams and stuff, and she just fell for it. She knew better. But she thought she can outsmart the situation. She thought she can change the situation. She thought the situation would end up being beneficial to her. Yeah, she do need to tell him to stop speaking on her twins in a negative way, because you don't ever want to speak somebody doing some harm to somebody kids. Like, that's weird. That's so weird. I heard them say we bad on this side because Rico pulled up on their live and nobody pulled up on this side, but Mama so cool. Uh I'm damn that people need to have a life outside of YouTube. That's just too much. I don't understand. It reminds me, you know how when people feel like they have I'm gonna just go ahead and say it, and I already almost started it, so I might as well commit. How much power do you have outside of YouTube? Probably not a lot. That's probably why you're invested in so much power that you claim you have on YouTube when you get excited about stuff like that. Like, it's not even that much power. Everybody makes the same amount of views. I make at least 1,000 or sometimes less than 1,000, depending on what video that I post. And that's always been my algorithm. So, I mean, I don't I don't see the benefit in that. I do know if there's a lot of negativity on that side and they say a lot of incriminating stuff, it can affect royalty in a negative way, and she'll be asked out, and it'll be her fault for engaging in that type of situation. And all they're gonna say is, "Oh well, they just they ain't gonna have nothing to say." But to me, if that's what you focus on, I guess that's all you have. All the power you have is in the realm of YouTube, because in real life, can't be doing that much. He thought he would get them views. The views still the same, honey. Still the same. Ain't nothing changed. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not a competition at all, honey. Charlene don't have a team or friends, just opportunities. And that's the thing. Like, yes, I do. But but it don't be about nothing but what we talk about. It ain't got nothing to do with nothing. It's making things worse for royalty because she's going to he always saying he makes more money than y'all, but claims people only make $3 per 1,000 views, and PJ's making $6 and he making $3. So how you make more? Child, I don't make any kind of money off YouTube, and that's cool because my mortgage still got paid this month. My bills are still paid, and I'm still traveling. I need them to get something more powerful outside of 1,000 views on YouTube. And you right, Brenda. I've heard him say verbatim, he don't make much. I think his channel been striked a couple of times and stuff. So he don't really make much. It's more from the cash apps and stuff that people send him, which is cool too. But I don't care. I just don't care. If that's how you get your money, that's cool, but that's not my issue. That It's real life going on. I come from this sector, and it gets real grimy over there. They dox people, but your personal business on community host, they do it a lot. He said he was going to do it over here. Yeah, I heard that, but and that's what I'm saying. Like, People got stuff to hide, I guess. I've heard that plenty of times. Uh, where are her real friends? I don't know. Do you have 4,000 watch hours? Yeah, I've been past that long time ago. I've been past that long time ago. Yeah, that's true. Cause men don't really bite their tongue for what they say. That's why you can go a lot. You can go through a lot of these men channels, and child, they will read you for filth. She need counseling, Oprah or something. Sugar Hill pretended to call CPS on CJ Day. I don't know why people play with CPS like that. I don't know, because even when CPS was called last time with Royalty, and one of Royalty supporters came in here and was like, "Well, they didn't take her kids away." I don't know what she thought I was gonna say, but I said that's good. Why do children? Why do another set of black kids need to be in the system? Because they mama fucking up. Like that. That's what I'm saying. Like these people, they just, I don't know what egos they have or insecurities or things that they need to get through themselves mentally to get over whatever trauma that they need to get over. But that's not what it is over here. We don't wish bad and negative things on children. We don't. And then when they was trying to there was this one chick, I'm gonna call her Sideburn, because I know she got a taste of hair. That's why she got them pics of them braids. That's probably the longest she ever had her hair. Looked like a smoked cigarette bud. Anyway, she tried to be funny talking about my son, talking about, why don't you give your son some medicine? And I was like, yeah, as soon as you find your edges. These people are just, they're so weird. As soon as you find your edges, I will give my son some medicine. And my son don't get medicine. So, like I said, he's high functioning. He don't need medication. He just needs certain ways to learn in order for him to get through things. And I'm like, I don't, if not being, if having autism is not normal in these people's eyes, that's fine. They can have that opinion. But their normalcy is government assistance for a long periods of time. What do I mean by that? I mean that people can get on government assistance to help them out, but eventually you need to get off of it. Their things about government assistance is their career. That's their career. So I would take being autistic any day over being over the 1 month hustle, because that's what they gonna do all their life. The government they zaddy. What you say, six? Hold on. Probably. I'm just saying, like, you know what I'm saying? And even with me and Yamila's having a conversation that we had concerning CJ, it could have been a situation where CJ just wasn't happy, because when I seen him with his dad, even when he was a little bit like kind of not feeling like being bothered, it was like CJ did something to bring it out of him, to make him want to run around, to make him want to play, to make him be a different child. So I'm like, well, maybe what we picked up was some sort of sadness because his father wasn't around. Because people are saying that's a different, totally different child. He's totally different. He was enthusiastic. He would run, like he gonna run up on his daddy and pretend like he hurting him, and CJ just dropping like, oh, like he just giggle. I have not seen that child that happy in so long. I usually, when I seen him, he was covering his ears, walking away, and not really engaging like that. Daya, she's a more like lively person. Okay, she'll light up any room and do her. But for something was off. It's good. It's all good, TNT. Oh, but you know what? It don't even matter, Tracy. My son don't give a damn about these people. All I gotta do is tell my son, I got one word, Section 8, and he'll be like, oh, okay, I get it. He already know. What's up, Denise? Yes, he was really happy. I've never seen him interact like that, and I don't know when. Like, he was very interactive. He was very engaging. He was very happy. He was calling daddy. He was saying stuff like, "Look at Lexi." Hey, I ain't see him talk that much. Like, it blew my mind. Child, we all can, honey. He's very different. Very, very different. And that's the importance of fathers needing to be around, because there is times where my son don't want to deal with his mama, but he want to go chill with his dad. They was going to the gym together, and I go to the gym too, but they was, on some other stuff, lifting weights together, doing guy shit. Okay. He was just starting at CJ in the car when he picked him up. It was as if he thought he was dreaming. Aw, I love hearing them say daddy. He clearly needs to be engaged, and CJ engages with him. Yes, you not gonna sit there and be quiet with CJ. CJ gonna play with you. He gonna engage with you. He gonna, them his baby. So he gonna want hey boy. Like, even with the situation with Daya, when Daya started crying, he said, "Cut that out." She was like, "Oop." She got quiet quick. She know daddy don't play that shit. There's benefits to a father being around. And like I said, my husband does that to my daughters. My daughters will whine with me all day. Okay? As soon as they daddy say, "Hey, cut that out," they go, It's just some things that a dad can do that a mama can't. And then there's some things a mama can do that maybe the daddy can't. You know what I'm saying? So it's just things like that I be talking about that's important. And I don't really care about what the other side said, because like they say, they are for entertainment purposes only. And if that's what they are, anything they say, why do I need to believe? It's for entertainment purposes only. Fun fact, in the 1980s, Ronald Reagan closed down 90% of the mental institutions. And these people had babies, and no babies had babies. And oh, child, the ghetto. All little CJ wanted, what is his daddy? Yup. Yeah, the fathers are important. Um, what was that report that they was talking about? The report that they had where they deliberately, because I no chill, I saw what you were saying about Ronald Reagan, but there was another report. I think it was like the Roper report or something like that, when they were saying they were purposely making sure that there were no fathers in the home to produce this type of dysfunction. They was there to produce this type of dysfunction. You know what I'm saying? They put things into play like welfare, saying you can't have the man in the home, making women feel like, because a lot of women, when they have to work a job and they make more income maybe than their spouse or male counterpart, they think they're the man. And what they forget is, you can work, get having a job and making money does not make you a man. It just makes you somebody who know how to work. Man duties, they supposed to be the protector. So if somebody run up in the house or something go down, you got to send them off to protect. CJ needs to have more time with the twins besides just weekends. CJ don't have with just weekends, girl. CJ got he got joint. He gets the kids for 3.5 days. So he gets them for 3.5 days, and then Royalty gets them for 3.5 days. 3.5 plus 3.5 is 7. So he got joint. The days may be different, and they may fall on weekends because he get them every Thursday afternoon. He has them right now, and she'll get them back like Monday afternoon. So it's definitely joint. It's just, it falls, just so happen to fall on the weekend. Not the Italian noodles. My daughter is 30 years old, and my husband can get through her way. But okay, Tracy, because look, listen, ain't nobody got time. That mentality is not progressive. It's disruptive. And they say it's entertainment purposes. So I look at it as Fox News. Fox News don't call themselves a news channel. They say they're entertainment. So whatever they gotta say is just entertainment purposes. That's exactly what they said it was. Yeah, but I'm gonna get up off here. I got a lot of stuff to do. I got more clients that I gotta call. But I just was trying to see, and shout out to you, Shay, for actually coming here and at least having some back and forth conversation. I don't know where you went. I don't know what happened. I was waiting for the rebuttal back from what the statement I made. Too bad you had to go, and maybe you had something that came up or something. But shout out to you for even willing to have the conversation. I'm glad that I can see a royalty supporter understand that she is being petty, but and she does need to learn, but she shouldn't have to take so long to learn to where it's at the kids' expense, like her older ones. Her younger ones are obviously going to be okay to a certain degree, because if they don't have their mother 100%, they at least have their father. So, it was a good talk. I'm glad Shay stopped through. And Odessa too. I know Odessa is a royalty supporter. She's been a royalty supporter for some time now. But it was cool conversation. It was cool. It was cool. The ones that really go hard in the paint, where y'all at? Where y'all at? They were over it because it was being fed the insults into their mind. Constructive dialogue. Yeah, yeah. So, I'm gonna get up off here though, but that was a good talk. Shout out to the royalty supporters that actually came to have a decent conversation. I'm glad we talked it out. I guess we'll agree to disagree because we didn't finish the conversation off, but I did enjoy the little conversation that we did have. But thank you, Ashley. I can't understand Odessa most of the time. Just, you know what? I don't know where they at, Cameron. I know Shay came in here for a little bit and we was having our little back and forth dialogue, and I just, I wanted to see the how the end of that conversation went, but she left, so I don't know what happened. Maybe she had something to do. Shit, I don't know. Hell, I don't know people's life. The truth hurts, I get it, but sometimes it can save your life. Girl, I'm telling you, because we all been there, right? Been in a situation we know damn well we wasn't supposed to be in. And now that we free from it, girl, please. I wish I would. All right, Ray. All right, y'all. Have a good day. Have a good weekend. Enjoy. I got couponing tomorrow. I'm out. Squad.